History is a fragile illusion, often tailored to suit the tastes of those who survive to tell it. But sometimes, the ocean spits out fragments of the past that refuse to fit into any known timeline. Spring of 1803, the Edo-period. The coast of Harayado in Hitachi province was suffocated by a thick, unnatural morning fog. The only sound that existed was the heavy, rhythmic crashing of the waves against the black sand. Yet piercing through that gray veil, a bizarre shadow began to wash ashore, breaking the centuries-old silence of isolated Japan. Drawn by the strange silhouette, local fishermen approached the water's edge with cautious, fearful steps. What lay on the sand was not a shipwreck, but a perfectly circular vessel measuring over 3 meters in diameter. They called this bizarre artifact resembling a massive incense burner, Utsuro-bune, the hollow ship. The upper hemisphere was forged from an unknown, seamless metal, smooth and cold to the touch. In stark contrast, the lower half was meticulously crafted from a reddish, unfamiliar wood, designed to endure the brutal impact of the deep sea. But its most shocking feature was the windows, crafted from pure, translucent crystal and glass. In an era where Japanese shipwrights relied solely on traditional woodwork, this level of engineering was an impossible anachronism. Was this a miraculous vessel from a foreign land, or a technological phantom dropped from the heavens? As the fishermen gathered, paralyzed by awe and fear, the heavy metal hatch of the vessel slowly swung open. Stepping out into the freezing coastal wind was a woman who seemed to defy the very reality of 19th century Japan. Her porcelain-pale complexion starkly contrasted with her impossibly long, vividly crimson hair. She was draped in a flowing silk garment, adorned with intricate geometric patterns that no earthly weaver could have designed. Her presence radiated an alien grace and a surreal beauty that felt dangerously out of place on this desolate shore. When she spoke, her voice did not carry the harsh tones of human struggle. Instead, it was a hauntingly melodic hum, a language resembling the whisper of the wind, incomprehensible to anyone on Earth. Despite being surrounded by fearful strangers, the woman showed no signs of panic, save for one distinct obsession. Clutched tightly against her chest was a small, pale wooden box, no larger than a human heart. Her delicate hands gripped the box with a desperate, unyielding strength, as if it contained her very soul. The surface of the box was etched with glowing, ancient geometric runes that mirrored the design of her alien garments. Whenever a fisherman dared to step closer, her eyes would flash with a fierce, quiet warning. An unspoken terror swept through the crowd. They instinctively knew that opening this box would invite a catastrophic curse. What lay inside this forbidden artifact? The severed head of a lover, as local folklore suggests, or the key to a forgotten civilization? Terrified by the unfathomable implications of her existence, the villagers made a fateful decision. According to records, they forced the mysterious woman back into the Utsuro-bune and sealed the hatch tight. As the cold waves began to swallow the vessel, she stared silently at the fishermen through the glass. Her gaze, devoid of resentment or anger, seemed ready to be erased from the pages of history forever. As the sun bled into the horizon, the bizarre vessel vanished into the dark abyss as quickly as it had appeared. That was the last time she was ever seen. Was she an exiled princess from a fallen empire, or an emissary from a world far beyond the stars? Did that box truly contain the remains of a lover, or was it ancient knowledge meant to change human destiny? The deep imprints left on the black sands of Harayado have been washed away, but the questions she left behind still drift beneath the surface of history 2 centuries later. While official records remain silent, the woman in the folklore and drawings still whispers to us, that there are truths in this world we may never understand, and that refuse to be written. The crimson-haired woman and the Utsuro-bune. This grand enigma will remain asleep in the abyss of history, forever unsolved. This has been Past Unwritten, exploring the stories history forgot to tell.